Hey, podcaster. I'm Tim Wohlberg, your podcast performance coach, with another actionable tip so you can grow your authority and convert with ease. Today's tip is get clear on the why of your podcast goals. As a podcast coach, I've met with hundreds of podcasters through my free 15-minute coaching sessions. Hundreds. There's one question I always seem to be asking, and for some reason, this question often stumps a lot of the podcasters I talk to. It doesn't matter if they're at the planning stage or if they're 300 episodes in. They're literally scratching their heads. It's not that hard of a question, and frankly, it should be one of the first questions you ask when you're creating a podcast for your business, and it comes down to 3 words. To what end? Let me back up here. That question makes more sense when I tell you that it is the second question I ask. Here's how 90% of my conversations go. Me, what's your goal with your podcast? Podcaster tells me to get more downloads. Then I ask, to what end? As in, why do you want more downloads? How is more downloads going to help you reach your business goals? And they're stumped. So, in this episode, I'm asking you the same question so that you can get clearer on the podcast goals that really matter. I can hear you already, but downloads do matter, Tim. Yes, they do. You better believe it. They definitely matter, especially when you have an entertainment-based podcast and you're selling your audience to sponsors. They want to see those numbers. But when you're podcasting for your own business, it's different. Focusing your goals on downloads is like a store fixating on how many people see their sign, or a pizza joint setting a goal around how many people smell their pizza. Sure, it might lead to someone coming in and buying a pizza, but if the goal ends at seeing the sign or smelling the pizza, you are 100% measuring the wrong metric. Downloads still matter, but it's the next step that matters most. It's the conversion of that listener that matters more than the download itself. This is where your more business building goals come into play, like more lead magnet downloads, more people joining your email list, more discovery calls booked, more speaking engagements booked if you're trying to grow your authority, and more sales. These things don't always come from massive downloads. The download is just the first step. Downloads don't even mean listens. How many unlistened to podcasts do you have sitting in your library right now? And I get it. As a podcaster, you've been programmed to believe it's all about the downloads. You've seen other podcasters brag about their downloads. You've watched countless YouTube videos go on and on about downloads. And maybe you've even felt that surge of pride when you hit a milestone of downloads. But that's just it. Besides boosting your ego, what are those downloads really doing for you? To what end? This is the question I want you to ask yourself. And then set better podcast goals. I'll let you in on a little secret. These new goals will change the way you produce your show. It will change the success of your podcast. It will turn your podcast into a marketing machine for your business. Don't believe me? Book a call and we'll do it together. It's a free 15-minute coaching call that will completely change how you approach podcasting for your business. In fact, one listener took me up on my offer and sent this email after our call. My head is spinning. I feel like I've been focusing so much on having a pretty dress that I forgot to learn how to dance. How embarrassing. I'm ready to learn how to dance now. Thank you, Tim. That's from Jess. Thanks for the email, Jess. And yes, I did ask her, to what end? And yes, it did change her whole perspective and approach. So if you don't know to what end, the why behind your podcast goals, it'll be a lot harder for your podcast to be successful. And I hope that's just the tip you need. So what do you say? Do you want to dance? Book your call and let's get you focusing on the right goals for your podcast so it can help you become an authority in your space and get you more leads and sales. Book your free 15-minute coaching call using the link in the show notes or at podcastperformancecoach.com. I'm Tim Wohlberg. See ya!